Funny. We're gonna roll these windows up. Yeah. Man, heard the craziest thing. Like yesterday. So I was talking with my homegirls and we were just kind of rapping back and forth, just building, having like, somewhat of a deep conversation. And like, you ever talk to someone that you haven't like had a conversation with in a small period of time, and they just like open up and tell you about yourself, but you already know that about yourself and you've already informed them about yourself, and you start to notice that like if I'm telling you I got a problem, your response to my problem should be, hey, this is how you can get better. Not tell somebody, hey, you got a problem. All right? You have to talk about the solutions to the problem. You can't say, hey, yo, Michael, you're not consistent. And it's like, yeah, I'm not consistent. I know I'm not consistent. But what do I need to be consistent with? And they respond, I like consistency. And it's like, you're kind of dodging the answer here. Because you want to bring up a problem, which is cool. But once we acknowledge and put the foundation of the problem, we have to talk about what's next after the problem. So that's when I realized like my personality is not compatible with anybody. All right. I'm not compatible with anybody, And when I say I'm not compatible with anybody, it's when you put yourself in an anybody not special. If you can't put yourself in a special category, I can't make you special. And that's what I was realizing when I was having this conversation. I was like, what you're saying is I'm the problem. But yeah, I'm the problem. How you gonna help me on a solution? So that's like super critical when you're dealing with. I'm not gonna say that's ridiculous, but you set yourself up for failure. And my opinion is, there's nothing wrong with setting yourself up for failure. You could deal with the failure. You know what I'm saying? You can't put yourself in situations where you're going to constantly put yourself in a negative mind frame, a negative thought, negative actions, and then put your effects of the negativity on somebody else. Because at the end of the day, that's your stuff you got to deal with, but someone can help you with solutions, but you can't expect somebody to help you with solutions when you're only focused on the problem. Okay? Part of the problem is discussing hypothesis, testing the hypothesis. So that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be, okay, we got a problem. Let's try this. Let's see if that works. Okay, that don't work. You can't be in your hypothesis mode and you just Xing out, checking off hypothesis that you haven't tested. You run into a situation of like design failure. It's like saying, hey, I want more money. Okay? I want more money. Okay? But you can pay me less. Okay? You can pay me less, but I want more money. You're not going forward. You're getting heavier by doing the same amount of work, but you're not getting the desired outcome. Input does some configurations to end up with an output. You feel me? So if you put in negative energy, you're going to end with negative energy. True. But in the middle of that negative energy, something's going to happen, that's going to equal what? Yeah. If you put in positive energy in your input, guess what? You're going to have some positive at the output. Okay. Now, I'm not saying that everything is going to happen perfect. But that's the point of testing the hypothesis. If you don't test the hypothesis, you're never, ever, ever going to know if it's going to work. So you have to always test it, And when you're in relationships or when you're by yourself, you have to learn how to test the hypothesis together. Everybody tests them differently. But you have to learn how to work with who you testing it. It's like at work. If you're at work and you got an idea, it's a way that you have to carry out your thoughts and your ideas. But at the end of the day, you're at work, right? So treat it like work. How do you get the job done at work? Follow your protocols, test your hypothesis, keep moving forward, problem solve, research. Yeah, that's what you do. So if it don't work, you got something to fall back on. At what point did this not work? And that's what I come to realize. Like, I've dated people where we was effed up from the beginning. So whenever we move forward and something else working, you have to like go back. When was it good? And it's like, dang, it was never good. Well, yeah. So at the end of the day, you gotta definitely test your hypothesis and like see if that's going to work. Because if it works, you're good. If it don't work, okay, it's actually good too. That's something that don't work, so you don't have to try it again. All right.